Today's a new month, June 1st. Deuteronomy 5, Psalm 88, Isaiah 33, and Revelation 3. Let's go to Revelation chapter 3. And it's an easy one to keep coming back to. There's just so many good things in the book of Revelation. And if you're looking for further resources as you're reading through Revelation, you can go check out our website, calvarypa.org, under media. Just did a teaching through the book of Revelation not too long ago. And so check that out on calvarypa.org. Chapter 3 is the last of the letters to the churches. And so we're just going to take a quick look at some that are mentioned here in chapter 3. Jesus, and if you have a red letter type Bible, these chapters 2 and 3 will all be red. It's Jesus talking to the churches. Messages, things that the church needs to know. And sometimes it's talked about that these are divided up into eras of time, and yet I think every church mentioned in these chapters has relevance and application for every church for all time. Right? It wouldn't, I don't think, make sense to have 7 different churches get letters and in those churches be representative of different eras. One, we don't know how long it will be before Jesus returns, and so there will be a constant kind of rearranging of the eras if that's the case. 2, there are things that the church is doing well and not doing well in each of these instances that, man, almost any point in time, any church can read and go, yeah, we got to be careful of that. Oh, we shouldn't do that. And so we're going to just treat it that way. And so the first one is to the angel of the church in Sardis, right? The words of him who has the 7 spirits of God and the 7 stars. He says, I know your works. You have the reputation of being alive, but you are dead. Wake up, strengthen what remains and is about to die. I have not found your works complete in the sight of my God. Remember then what you received and heard, keep it, and repent. If you will not wake up, I will come like a thief, and you will not know at what hour I will come against you. But I still have a few names in Sardis, people who have not soiled their garments. They will walk with me in white, for they are worthy. And what's going on? It sounds like you've got it together. Everyone thinks great things about you in your church. There in Sardis, he says, you have that reputation, but you're actually dead. Wake up. Strengthen what remains and is about to die. Your works have not been sufficient enough. It doesn't demonstrate, really. In other words, what you've received, the gospel message, you gotta hear it again and repent. Turn from the junk that's going on. If not, I'm going to come like a thief. I'm going to take it away, the very things that you have. But he says, yet even in the midst of that, there are a few who have not gotten down that road, and they will walk with me in white. What a warning. What a thing to be on guard with, the complacency, the rote, just going through the motions of life that any one of us in any church can fall into. Lord, keep us from that. To the church in Philadelphia, I know your works, verse 8. I've set before you an open door which no one is able to shut. I know that you have but little power, but you've kept my word. You have not denied my name. What a great thing to have said about you. We often want a lot of power, but a lot of times that great power leads to big mess. Here he says, you have little power, but you've stayed faithful, and you've not denied my name. Because you have kept my word about patient endurance, verse 10. I will keep you from the hour of trial. I'm coming soon. Again, it's not a get out of jail free card from any kind of problems or issues in this world. But there's a message there of faithfulness, of holding fast, and of endurance. The opposite then becomes this church in Laodicea in verse 15. I know your works. You're neither cold nor hot. Would that you were either cold or hot. Because you're lukewarm and neither hot nor cold, I will spit you out of my mouth. You say, I'm rich, I've prospered, and I need nothing, not realizing that you are wretched, pitiable, poor, blind, and naked. I counsel you to buy from me gold refined by fire, so that you may be rich, and white garments, so you may clothe yourself, and the shame of your nakedness may not be seen, and salve to anoint your eyes, so that you may see. Those whom I love, I reprove and discipline. Be all in. And if you're not all in, repent. It's that simple. It's a dangerous place to be when you're just cruising, floating, allowing life to just happen, allowing the impact of the world to just surround you and to carry you along. Be all in. It could be a message for the Western church. You say, I'm rich. I need nothing. And Jesus says, you're wretched, pitiable, poor, blind, and naked. We gotta buy that which has been refined by fire. It doesn't sound good, right? It sounds difficult, it sounds hard, but it'll be pure, it'll be righteous, it'll be holy. So Lord, help us in that. To not settle, to not cruise, to be all in, to repent as needed and when necessary, to not lean on what we have, but to lay it at your feet and take up your righteousness.